Hi, everybody. So I just finished reading all of your theological interview draft questions, and I'm really glad that you all finished them. So everybody gets full credit for turning in the draft. So nobody will be marked down for not having done that. Um, so I wanted to just quickly give you a couple of impressions overall. So in general, some of the drafts were a little bit more complete than others, but all of them were at least a solid start. The problem that I saw over and over again, and this is really common with this project, is that let's say you're describing McFaig's idea that we need to change our God language so that it is not so masculine, right? Thinking about God as mother. People mostly do a good job explaining that, but then the problem is that at the end of the question, many of you would say something like, "What is your opinion about God as mother?" Same thing with explaining perhaps Flannery O'Connor's Revelation story, and then saying, "What do you think about the idea that have you ever had a revelation?" Or in the cross and the lynching tree, this was really common. You can explain some of what Cone is saying, but then why do you think so many people were lynched? Or what do you think about this? This is where you're going to have to change things. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is invite the person to reflect on what Cone is arguing, not just ask their opinion. Reflecting on something specific is not the same as just asking someone's opinion. So one of you, it was Tierney, was writing about McFaig, and she asked the person, "What is your reaction to McFaig's assertion that our current God language is problematic? What is your reaction to McFaig's assertion that our current God language is problematic?" That is the kind of question you need to ask. Here's McFaig's assertion: God language is problematic because of this. What is your reaction to that? Right? Here is Cohn's assertion: the cross and the lynching tree are closely connected and inform one another in the following ways. What is your reaction to Cohn's argument about lynching and the crucifixion? That's what you need to do. And so there's a difference between reflecting on something that is being presented in the text and just asking for an opinion. And you have to remember that none of these questions can be things that you could have asked before. So, why do you think God allows bad things to happen? You could have asked that before. Why do you think in the Bible God doesn't stop the flood? You could have asked that before. You need to look at Jennifer Bird's arguments. You need about violence or sexism in the Bible, and then ask questions along the line of, how does it change your understanding of God to read stories where God condones violence, right? That's different than just asking their opinion. Okay. So good job. You have to work on these and over the next few days, and then do your interview by early next week. If you have questions about how to fix or how to revise your questions after you read my comments, then send me a note and we can have a Google chat about that. Okay, but for now, good job getting them in. Good job peer editing. I saw some of the comments that you all made for each other, and that was all really good. Okay, so thanks. Let me know if you have any questions.